it going? Everybody on Twitch, hello. Everybody on YouTube, hello. Everybody on Instagram, hello. How are we all doing? How's everybody's week going so far? Let me kill the loud, obnoxious music, because that's quite a bit. Amulet, thank you for the lurk. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. You've made it midway through the week. Hopefully that week hasn't been too terrible to you. Amethyst says hello. Hello, Amethyst. How are you? You guys need to stop squawking. Just stop. Sorry if you can hear the birds in the background. But, everybody, we're here. We're going to be working on the ship again. I'm getting close. I'm getting so close to being able to say I'm good with it. I'm ready to UV it, and I'm ready to finish it. Move on to another project. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of work. Better now, good looking. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you? I already asked you that. I'm tired. I am tired today. I did not sleep well last night. I had some really weird freaking dreams last night. But, yeah, no. Otherwise, I'm good. I'm here. I'm alive. We're good. A couple of things to note. The 20th of April is going to be the first time that I ever do a 12-hour stream. I almost said 20. That would have been a terrible mistake. 12 hours. I will be doing a 12-hour stream, 8 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time, all the way until I think 6 or 7 o'clock, whatever time that ends at. Or we'll go longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll just keep going. I'm going to be starting off the stream with an original piece and ending with hopefully a rendered original piece. I haven't picked a concept for it yet, so I'm still looking for that. But I'll be digging around seeing if I could figure out in only 12 hours. In only 12 hours. So I tested myself. I figured out what complex what complexity I can go to get something done in a certain amount of time. The only thing I need to worry about is rendering. Because when I render on this machine while I'm going live, it's going to kill the stream. So I may have to do some modifications. I may have to use a secondary machine. I've got one. It's not a big deal. I'm not super worried about it. But I will figure out that aspect of it. But yeah, so I did the sunglasses in 6 hours, technically. If I had sat down and actually worked on those sunglasses for 6 hours, they would have been done in that time period. I split it out over a day because I had stuff to do throughout the day and I couldn't spend that much time. So I know that I can do something in 12 hours, especially with Substance Painter and all that stuff. It may not be the coolest looking thing in the world, but we're trying something new. What are you modeling today? So today I'm working on my portfolio piece, the ship that you guys have seen all over my Instagram. It's gonna be good. I got a lot of stuff to do. But we're gonna do some detail work today. We're gonna do some like minor modeling. I don't really want to focus too much on the body right now, just because there's a lot of digging that I have to do in there, and that doesn't make for good content for all of this. So I'll be doing it. Excuse me. I'll be doing it kind of offline, and you might catch a little bit of it in the short videos that I'll be posting. I miss my uni's render farm. My university didn't have a render farm. And it's one of the reasons why I felt kind of screwed over by my university, is because even the most simple of things they couldn't afford to us, which was really shitty for how much I paid for that school. But I get what you mean. My high school, we built a render farm. We had a nice one. I set it up myself. It worked really well. It was like 24 machines, and I do miss that. I wish I could turn my house into a render farm, because I have like a total of 5 usable like machines for rendering that would be capable of it. But Arnold doesn't give you more than 1 license per machine unless you buy Arnold, which is another $1,000 a year, which I'm not willing to pay for right now. Did you model any character? No, I have not done a character. Closest thing I ever did to a character was I kind of tried to do a dragon a couple years back. Terminator, I did a Terminator once. Those were all really terrible models. I haven't done a character in a long time. I want to try to get back into character work. I'm currently learning anatomy off the side of things, as well as trying to spend some time on like traditional drawings and stuff like that. So I'm trying to ease my way into character creation, but it's a slow and painful process for me. Damn, my university had like 240 PC render farm. They had to go through Katana. Oh man, I forgot about Katana. Wow, I haven't heard Katana in a long time. Damn. And Big Brat, yes, it is going to be a blast. But yeah, no, as far as character art, I haven't done it. We did do a poll today on Instagram. Well, not a poll really. I asked for ideas for quick tips, and it seems like, if I look at the responses here, it seems like one of the, what is that? One of the top requested things was like rigging, next to hard surface modeling and baking and UV. So those are going to be the 4 areas that I kind of focus on for quick tips in the future here. Yeah, no, it was good. Thank you guys all for your answers. I do appreciate it. It helps me kind of figure out what you guys want to see. So that's awesome. And then, yeah, no, so we're going to basically just kind of get started here, chill and chat. If you guys have questions, let me know. If you are in the Discord and you have artwork you want to share, go ahead and share. I'll look at it. And then if you guys have questions about anything. If you're doing one of my tutorials, by the way, the fan part 3 is coming out this week. So we'll be finishing off the fan and UVing the fan, hopefully. I think there's only enough pieces left for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes of modeling. So we're going to UV the fan this week in the tutorial. And that is going to prepare us, and some of you asked for this today, that's going to prepare us to start bringing it over into Substance Painter to actually work on the model itself and get it textured and then pull it back into Maya and work on it with an Arnold. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just sent one in as you said that. Oh, perfect. Let me look at it. Let's see. Let's find out. Share your art. I don't see an image if you did send one. It may be still uploading. I'll check back. But yes, so if you guys are in the Discord, join the Discord. Different username too. Okay. Don't forget to give yourself the roles that you want. There are 4 roles now, so I've increased the roles in the Discord. There are 4 roles now: student, freelancer, teacher, and professional or industry professional. If I come across another role, I can add it. And then, of course, if you want to state your country of origin, that works too. It does kind of help some of us communicate, just so we can figure out like if we need to work with like a translator or something, but it does help. But otherwise, yeah, no, if you guys are in there, share your work. I'd love to see it. Let me check Discord again. Ah, there we go. It loaded. Nice. Okay. I like that robot. That's going well. The TIE fighter looks sick. Or a TIE bomber. Nice. Are both of those in progress models that you're working on? Those are great. I'm Mr. Ryko on here. Okay, gotcha. Okay, where are you from? I'm from New Mexico in the United States. The good old Southwest. And it's currently hot in the Southwest, so if you guys can hear my fan, I'm sorry. I have not turned on my air conditioner yet because we are still in this range of it's hot, but then at night it's freezing. And so having an air conditioner on over the heater does not make sense right now. But, all right, I'm going to go ahead and transfer here. All right. Remember, you can watch this stream on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Instagram, whatever your platform of choice is. In the future, I will be adding features to both Instagram and YouTube. We're just not at the threshold on either yet. So if you guys want to support me in the future on either of those platforms, those will come eventually. But for now, if you're looking to support me, you don't have to, but you can on Twitch. But yeah, so we're working on the ship again. I had a plan to potentially do, I probably am going to do the rear, what do you call it, landing gear. But I'm looking at this now and I don't know where I want to put it. My thought would be in this engine core thing. And I probably should put it here, and I probably will because this is the newest piece that I built. I think it'll just fit there better. But yeah, so if you guys have been keeping up, this is what we've been working on. It's been a long and interesting project. I've had some failures here and there. In fact, one of them is completely gone now, so that's amazing. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Where did that go? Hold on a second. Save scene. Let's open another file and see if that part is still there, because I don't want to lose that. Open scene. I know it was in the organization file. I had this weird issue where I installed Maya 2025 on top of 2024, because I totally spaced on installing it, and it jacked everything up. Nope, this was before I did that. So where's the most recent file here? So that was on 325 for the render setup. That might be in there. Let me see. Let's see if that's in there. And then while we wait for that, let me get some music going here. My last Instagram live got deleted by Instagram, which was awesome. I ended the live and then I got a notification on my phone that said copyrighted material was detected. So I don't know why that happened, but I'm going to just keep going with the way that I've been doing. Because it's the only way I can find decent music to listen to that I don't absolutely hate. Turn this down a bit. Just want to make sure the music doesn't overpower me here. Because I don't know about you guys, but I can't work without music. It is quite painful. Alright, please tell me there's parts here. Damn it, that was another one. Okay, file, open scene. I know that part's on one of them. 326, new working file. Current working file. This is the problem with having so many iterations. I'm just hoping one of these has that piece backed up. It does. Okay, there it is. Okay, one. So I'm going to actually just file, export selection. We're going to put this here. And yes, if you saw the folder that was titled Vomit, that was my Blender outing. I'll resume that at some point, but I still can't bring myself to do it. Scenes, restored underscore piston hinge. That should be an OBJ export. We're gonna just merge this guy back into that scene because I don't want to lose that. I sent an Insta reel to you. It was someone dissing the Maya UI. Oh man. Let's see, open scene. We're gonna go back to where we are, which is this guy. I switched over to the MA file. Do not save because I do not care. Details are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna re-import that chunk. File. Import. Let's see, personal projects, project 77 ship. Again, this concept art was provided by Martin Deschambault on ArtStation. Awesome guy. Super cool to let me use this for my portfolio. Okay, so the normals are all jacked up on that. Oh, that's right. I forgot it did that. Okay, so we're going to do face first. We're just going to delete that because I don't care. I'm going to focus on... Nope. I'm going to focus on this. I just want to fix this here. So, show, isolate, view selected. So, when I changed versions, something happened and it just corrupted the hell out of these files. So we're just going to do some cleanup here. I'm going to actually flip these normals though, hopefully, and it's just going to work, or it's not going to work. Oh, what happened to you? Let's see. Automatic UV just for the hell of it. Let's say normals. Let's unlock them. And reverse. That's not a good sign. If I duplicate it. Modify center pivot. It duplicates black too. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Assign existing material. We'll just go with a base Lambert. Ooh, this piece might be screwed. That's not cool. Does that pull anything up in the UV editor? It does pull something up. Everything's flipped though. Let's see, modify, flip these real quick. Did that just flip the entire object? No. Okay. Modify, flip. Well, that's cool. We turned it blue at least. Is it still black? It's still black. Why is that still black? That's not good. All right, well, let's clean it up a little bit at least. We're going to go to edge mesh. We're just going to delete edge vertex. Ah, there you are. There's my... I wonder. Oh. That's why. How strange. Okay, so... Weird. Alright. One of the things I can definitely say after doing this, for the love of God, back your files up before you do anything with Maya, and then make sure they're in a working state. Because I didn't realize that upgrading Maya from 2024 to 2025 would do what it did. But it ruined the fan tutorial. I had to redo the fan tutorial. I don't know if you guys saw that story yesterday. So that had to be completely redone. Vertex. Okay, so we have multiple vertex in that corner right there. I'm gonna merge those real quick. Yeah, so I had to redo that. What else? This thing got jacked up beyond all belief. It created all these weird little edge loops that I have no idea why they're there. So let's see, we'll just go delete edge, control delete. Okay, so we're good there. Control D. You know what I could do? Let me try this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Mesh, we're gonna go to, where is it? I very rarely use this tool. Where's the cleanup tool? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Did they move it? Just triangulate. It used to be with these two. Where did they put cleanup? Modify? I do feel like they moved it, didn't they? Where did we put this today? Pen to polygon, hide modeling toolkit. I don't want that. Used to be under cleanup, under mesh. Unless I'm just like... Oh, there it is. I was just going right over it. Okay, so let's clean up. Let's see, we'll do... I don't want to fix by tessellations. Let's fix that. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, yeah, see, that just makes it worse. Okay, we're just going to have to manually, let's see, clean up, select, apply to all polygonal. Yeah, this isn't going to help us today. All right, that's fine. This shouldn't be too hard to fix. Control delete. Whoa. Edge. Go away. Why are you not going away? There we go. Alright, so I'm just looking for any of these weird little splits that we have going on here. I think that entire edge loop needs to go, and I'm just going to redo that whole thing. That's concerning to me, because that didn't just delete. Oh my god, it's like multiplied. There's two of each. Damn. Okay. Or not, just that piece. Wow, okay. No, that's all of them. Damn, I really don't want to remake this. I wonder... Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, so we're gonna go do mesh tools. We're gonna multi-cut this thing. Just gonna try to fix some of this topology where it got jacked up. How do you select all verts and merge vert? That would probably cause more issues than I'd be willing to deal with. Sometimes that can help, but at the same time, I think I just want to like go through and just clean this up. Because you can see there's like bevels added, like none of this makes any logical sense because I know I didn't build it this way. Delete vertex. Problem with the merge tool, and it's a problem that I notice a lot, is that it's not super accurate unless things are like right next to each other. Actually, I think that's all we had to do. Let's look in. Oh, there's one hiding in there. Get rid of that. Okay, so vertex. So this is where we're going to find out if we have any weird waggy issues. Which we might. Yeah. Unfortunately, all of my supporting edge loops are also trashed. So if I smooth this... Okay, so we have an extra face here for some reason. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. What in the world, man? What is going on here? These verts just need to be merged? That might be the case. Face? Wow. Well, that's fun. Sometimes I really loathe Maya. Why am I not getting notifications on that? Big Brad, thank you so much for the gifted subs. What just happened? Why didn't I get notified? Come on, streamer bot. What the hell? Thank you so much for the gifted subs, Big Brad. I appreciate you, man. Why did those not go? Is it oh, the queue might be jammed. Hold on. Let's figure this out real quick. Run? Yeah, there it is. Hey, Brad, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Alright, I got a little mixed up from chat here. You ever get the weird glitch where you rotate an object that stretches it? Yeah, so when that happens, you're parenting. You have parenting applied to an object for some reason. You can just unparent it. That usually fixes it. Alright, let's merge all these together. When I model the character, sometimes everything's hidden, not showing anything. We can fix our scene, not saved. Yeah, that does happen. Okay. I'm really concerned as to what this is. Let's do this. Hold on. Edit, delete by type, history. Let's just kind of start from 0 here. Face. I wonder if it's an actual object. It's an object. Oh, okay. Awesome. That makes me so happy. We could just bridge that, fix that, bridge that, add a division, single division, please. Vertex, we'll just snap these guys back together. Okay, and that should smooth just like it's supposed to. Everything else is almost there. What do we have here? Let's just snap that, close that. Smooth it one more time. I'm just looking for any of these weird little bent verts, and I think we're okay. We're missing a whole chunk down here. I'm just gonna merge. No. That's the other issue with the merge vert, is if I do that on everything, it's gonna jack up what topology I already have set up. Alright, so mesh tools, so insert edge loop, so we should be able to now just go boom. Just cleanly fix this. And then hope that it doesn't corrupt again. Because if it corrupts again, I'm going to be very, very sad. Thankfully, that's the only thing I lost, right? So, like, I could have lost a lot more. I'm glad I didn't lose a lot more. This and the front rear landing foot are what I lost. And they just happen to be the most recent things that I built. Also why I switched to a Maya ASCII file, just because I can actually go into a text editor and fix those things, if that's ever the case. We have an issue here. Okay, so these didn't get merged properly. It's just, I'm just gonna delete that, Control D. Okay, 3. That should be clear. Edge loop, just drag this here, drag this there. Did I miss something else? I did. What a pain, man. Okay. Alright, that should be good now. Okay. But as far as worst case scenarios, this was actually pretty good. That stopped in a place it wasn't supposed to. Why? How many verts are there, huh? What's the deal there? Right there. Nope. Control delete. G. Okay, so that's separated for some reason, which means it left a vert behind somewhere. I'll just merge these all together. Is that it? Oh, interesting. It did it on one side, but not the other. Okay. Alright, so mesh tools. Insert edge loop. We're just going to drag. Now we're going fully across. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, so add that, fix that. That one all the way around like it should have. There we go. We're just adding our supporting edge loops real quick, and then this is going to fix this part, because I was actually pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'd hate to lose it. Let's support this guy. We don't need to support the inner portion of that. That's a problem. Okay. Where are you connecting to? What's missing here? Vertex. There's an extra vert here somewhere. Nope. Jesus. What was that? Why does my thing... good lord, Maya's terrible at updating compatibility. Even Blender isn't that bad. Maya's fine. It's good. Stigma, what's up? The Flash House. TF. That scared the shit out of me. Yeah, no, some of them... So keep in mind, I used to be a horror streamer, so I streamed a lot of horror games. So some of those still exist because of that, and I just decided to keep them because, like, when I do get super concentrated, it does screw me up. What's the deal there? Let's just multi-cut it. Might just need to be like relinked or something. Oh, wait a minute. Thank God. Is that gonna let me do that? Probably not. Nope. This mesh appears to be like a big piece of machine. Yeah, so this is just a when it was originally built, it just holds on to the pistons that actually close the door. Just gonna remake these. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? That's why. Storm Hero, thank you for the follow. Who would do such a thing? Big brat. Not you. So we do have an N-gon here that I don't know why there's an N-gon there. But there shouldn't be one. So that's a question. I also just realized recently. Why is that there? I mean, technically, no, you can't bridge that. Technically, I could do that and it's still a quad. It's an ugly quad. Does this work now? No, it doesn't. It wants to. It's trying to. Let's figure this out here. So technically, oh, I see what happened there. Hold on. Alright, mesh tools, delete edge vertex. Let's get rid of you too, because you don't need to be there. Okay. That should be the solution to that problem. Probably isn't. No, it's definitely not. Sorry I'm late, not feeling my best tonight. That's okay, Stigma. I hope you're doing okay. Quick question. What is the browser... Wait, what is that browser with the stream up? Oh, look at that. That didn't get turned off. That is my concept art window. So that's what I'm working on a separate monitor. Thank you for pointing that out. That also just made me realize I'm not recording this, and I should be. Good thing is I wasn't doing anything important. Just a migraine. Oh, I'm sorry, Stigma. That sucks. Okay, so I'm confused as to why this is no longer functioning. Because this was a quad, and now it's not. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. That still doesn't give us a quad though. No matter which way I do that, it's creating a triangle. Which isn't the... It's not a triangle though, it is a quad. There's an extra edge, add an extra loop, and then connect. Add an extra loop where? Maybe I'm just blind and I'm not seeing this. Because I'm looking at it over here and it's fine. Unless I somehow lost a face in here. I mean, you're right, like I could add just like a secondary, so let me do that. Let's just do this. Mesh tools, delete edge vertex. Insert edge loop tool. Escape. Is that gonna do what I want it to? No. I'm so confused as to how this happened. To be willing to turn that cylindrical tunnel that's giving you the trouble from 8 to 10 slides. See, that's the thing, is like it should have been. I think that's the issue. Is that it should have been 10. So for those of you who are just coming in now, this portion of this model got corrupted. I'm trying to salvage it, but so far that's proving to be more of a pain than it's actually kind of worth. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we got 8. Okay. Let's do this. Show isolate view selected. I'm curious. Let me pull something up here real quick. One second. Alright, I'm also out for days if I mind affects my vision. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Flash House. Yeah, Stigma, I hope you start feeling better. That really sucks. Control plus sup. What is sup? I'm not sure what that one is. Like make the portion and then combine it. So I can, yeah, I can do that, which might honestly just be the best answer to this, but I'm going to need to rotate this, so let me just do this. Because again, I don't want to lose this piece necessarily. But we'll create a cylinder, which is not going to populate. Let's get this over here. This is what sucks is I already rotated this, so... For time's sake, I may actually just kind of nix this for a minute. Let's see, show, be selected. Nope. Let's try to keep this. Let's orient that at 90. And then I'm just going to try to reorient this. And somehow we have lost our center again. Okay. Are you sticking to 100% or can you have triangles? I try to not have triangles. Like I can have a triangle. I'm not like gonna die if I have a triangle, but I try to avoid them. Can you just snap for me, please? There we go. Okay. Focus. That should be fine. Yeah, somehow we lost some edges here. I don't really know how. It's a mute point at this point now. So what do we have on this guy? This guy is 20. Let's reduce that down to 10. Okay. We're gonna do mesh tools, insert edge loop. We'll just try to kind of line this up here. Okay. Mesh. Combine. All right. Now we're back in business. Okay. Hold on a second. Control delete. I'm French. Oh, you're good. No problem. Triangles are all right as long as it's flat. They are. They absolutely are. I just try to avoid them. That's partially because my school tormented me and told me if I had them that I'd never get a job. But yeah, quads look much better. Alright, we're just gonna bridge. That's funky. Why did that happen? Oh, this model really hates me today. Do we have some sort of weird flipping going on here? Hold on. Let's look at our bridge tool settings. Smooth path. No, you don't want to do that either. Reverse polygons. Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't understand what's going on there, but I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see. Reverse the normals. Where are you? There we are. Okay. Perfect. Except for that, what are you and why are you there? I might just call it with this piece right here. Let's see what happens when I do it on these other ones. Oh, you know what that's doing? That's just the, hold on a second. Delete by type, history, escape. Are those edge loops? What is it doing? Control vertex. What have we done? Okay, so why do we have these? These should not be here. Curve point. But I can't even select those. Hull? Okay. Object mode. Delete. Why on earth is it creating curves? There we go. Okay. Maya wants to play the fool tonight. All right. Check normals. Yeah, we're good. We flipped those, and that's what the issue was. But I appreciate you guys all tuning in and helping with this, because this has given me the most trouble I think I've ever had, partially because I'm stubborn and I don't want to remake it. Let's just flip that out, pull that back again. Okay. I'm going to save this scene because I still don't trust this file. Okay. That's definitely a little off-centered. That's fine. I do not plan on rigging this model. I might at some point, but that's kind of up in the air on whether or not I want to do that. Could have remade it by now. It's alright. Part of being stubborn, I guess. Okay. We're just checking for anything else that we might be having an issue with, and I can mirror this and put it back. Cool. Alright. Beautiful. Mesh, mirror, and apply. I hate it when it does this. Form polyline, why? Magic. Oh, shoot. Sometimes that happens. Why? This is what I get. This is what I get for being stubborn. Where are you in this list? There you are. Okay, so you're showing up in 2 areas for some reason. Edit, delete by type, history. You gonna let me remove you from this? Why is there a hinge group? Okay, these need to go. Get out of here. We'll just keep deleting until something happens. There we go. Okay, so the mirror's working. Mesh tools. We'll go to blah blah blah. All right. No positive. Where? Oh. No? Where's that putting that? Okay. Freeze transformations. Modify. We'll center pivot just in case. Mesh. Mirror. We are mirroring in the X direction. We should be going in the negative, but it's not playing nice with us. Let's go to object. Better. I don't want to manually drag it though. Bounding box. There we go. Okay. The part from hell is fixed. Can smooth it now. It's all good. I don't see any other errors. Let's move it back. Owl, what's up? How are you doing? Good morning in 3D Studio. How are you? This will be something I come back later and snap and do all that, but I just want to get it back in place because it's been missing for so long. Let's get that rotated slightly. And these guys just need to kind of fall in line there. I can't remember if I actually kind of bent these out of the way. I think I did. When I got this finally placed, I definitely did. Alright, so let's do this. We'll just go vertex. Select all these, deselect all these. Is it the cleanest way to do this? No, but it gets me back to where I was, which is important. Okay. Just slightly move that. Okay. Beautiful. That's back where it needs to be. Thank you for the bits, Danger May. How are you doing? Hydrate. Drink your drink. I'll drink. Looks great so far. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Alright. Cool. Alright, so we fixed that one issue. So the other one down here, we just need to duplicate this guy across. And it sucks because, again, this was all already rotated. And unfortunately, getting that straightened out is going to be a pain in the ass. So, just going to move this here. I'm going to rotate it and just try to line it up with this line. We'll snap it right there. That's... No, snap to... Yeah, okay. So we should be okay there. But Chuli Soy, welcome to the Underground. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, so the way I built this originally... Show reference. That's our reference. That's what we've been working off of for the past couple of months. And now I'm all the way back over here. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow, Patchouli Soy. How are you doing? So I'm going to select this entire shell here. And then we're just going to delete it. Just pull this guy. Where did that go? Way up there for some reason. I hate grid snap. Like, I like grid snap, but I hate it. Okay. Modify, center pivot. So all we're gonna do is not that. Jeez. What happened there? That pivot's all jacked up. Actually, the pivot is jacked up on all of this, but that's okay. Just gonna rotate that, and then we'll just reposition this. I don't know what happened here. Text. God, I hate that sound. Scale this. Taking a break from my assignments, needed to step away and recharge. Welcome in, Nikki. How are you doing? How's your assignments going? Owl. Why did you make it a redemption? Why? Because I knew it was one of those things that would stress me out. That's why. Okay, if I can remember correctly. I hate you guys. Let's see, we'll just combine this. And then we should be able to merge most of this together. This piece is very not exact. How you doing, Chris? How did the trees go? Are the trees in the ground? Is there no cooldown on that? There is no cooldown on that. Don't abuse it, otherwise I will turn it off. Like that. I will add a cooldown to it eventually. Okay, let's go here. First of all, that's not even flat. We'll just merge there. Pull over here. Same thing over here. There is pieces there that should not be there. What did you select? Oh, it's actually not what you selected, it's what was deselected. Okay. Put that back. Go back into our top view. Just pull it out ever so slightly. Move these guys over. Let's look at our side view again. I'm going to move that up, actually. So I can see it. Vertex. So that guy should connect there. That's all funky. Okay. Cool. We're going to merge that. Merge that. I'll come through and clean these up too. All right. Focus. This side is missing one of those. That's interesting. Oh no, what did I just do? I just created a triangle. I'm just gonna leave it. Screw it. This piece is so unimportant, it doesn't matter. That's kind of where I'll draw the line, like, depending on how important the piece is, I'll have a triangle or not. And this piece really isn't super important. Okay. Thereby, very nice, bro. Thank you so much. Do you plan on texturing it? Yes, it will be textured fully. Alejandro, thereby rotating your mesh. What do you mean by that? So far, so good. Modeling a backpack and zippers are a pain. That does sound like a pain. Sure, texturing that ship is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it in Substance Painter. I'll do it live. It's going to be my first, like, major outing with Substance. Like, I've played with and have been learning Substance for probably the past year, but still not like hyper confident with it. I came from Mudbox and Photoshop, both of which are not the best ways to do things, even though Photoshop used to kind of be like the OG way of doing it. I really should be just working in, like, you know what? Why am I? Yeah. Hold on. I'm stupid. Just delete. Why? Give me that whole selection. There we go. Delete you. Okay. I don't know if you guys feel this, but like when you're working and you forget there are much easier ways to do something, and then you kick yourself for not doing it that way. That's what I just did. Danger Mike. How's work? It's going good, can't complain. Now that I have the noms, what are we nomming tonight? Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Control Q. Let's merge you. Did that just create an extra one? It did. Then you're going to be a triangle. Oh, it's because I put a triangle up top. That's why I did that. Vertex. Okay, sometimes we trip, sometimes we fall downstairs. Get back up and start climbing. Absolutely. Can't be an expert till you start failing. Scroll just above that comment. Let me see. Thereby unrotating your mesh. Very nice, bro. Did your message get blocked by chance, Alejandro? I don't see it. The last ones I see are the invert the normals on this cylinder. Yeah, I'm not sure, Alejandro. I don't know if your message got deleted for some reason. Yeah, Stigma, I do hope you feel better. That sucks. I hate that you have to deal with a migraine. Okay. You are not linked to anything. Alright, mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're just going to add one right here. Because we did technically rotate this part and it caused a little bit of damage. Alright, mesh tools, insert edge loop. Hopefully Instagram doesn't delete this live. But I have no idea if this is royalty free or not. It's kind of hard to tell with some of these music mixes. Why are you doing that? What's the deal here? Who's not? Oh, that's why. G. Alright, that triangle's fine. I left that there on purpose. Okay, so we're good there. Alright. Mesh tools. We're going to mirror this guy. This time we're mirroring in the Z direction. Should be... Nope. Object Y. Positive? Why are we doing this, huh? That's correct. Oh. Oops. There we go. Kind of. Jesus. Control Z. Bounding box apply. There we go. Okay. We have our piece with our little triangles. Again, not worried about it. This is a very unimportant piece when it comes to anything. It just looks nice. Flip that guy 180. Excuse you, 180. Drop this down, move this over. This was the last piece that got corrupted that I know of. I haven't found any other ones yet. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub. I don't know why that one worked. Thank you for the gifted sub. To Stigma Sabotage has. Oh, no. Oh, Stream Elements merged it. That's stupid. Thank you for the gifted sub to Stigma. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. No, it doesn't look like I did. Nah, we good. Gotta go now. Keep relaxing before I get back to work. Have a good night, Nikki. We'll see you later. Baking pivot will give you rotate values that you can zero out to unrate your object. Never actually baked a pivot before. How do you bake the pivot? That's gonna have to be something I look up. Oh hey, what's this? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, that's fine. That just needs to be dragged. Something got flipped there. Did it do the same thing over here? No, it didn't. Why do those look different on both sides? I'm not sure. Alright. Okay, so that's back to normal. We're good there. Alright. File, save scene. Okay, so now I can actually do what I want to do, which is not fix things that shouldn't be broken. We're going to add the rear kind of bay door back here, where the other small portion of landing gear is going to come out. The only issue I have with that, and the only thing that's going to be a problem, is if I take a square right now, and so if I stretch this out, not minding the bay door, this thing lands on something, that's going in the ground. So currently the ship is too bulbous on the bottom. So we need to fix that. And it looks like it's going to be a case of... Oh, that's actually kind of above it. I do want to flatten it out anyway, though, so let's just get this flattened. We're going to do a little bit of reshaping here. And then I remember that I left a giant gaping hole back here. Yep, I remember fondly now that I left a giant gaping hole back here. Pretty sure last stream I said that is a problem for future me. Well, here's future me. Take pivot is under modify menu. Using it after changing your pivot in object mode. Use D to change pivot. Yeah, so I know how to change the pivot. Click object to align pivot. Shoot, I never knew that. Well, I appreciate that. I will have to try that in the future. Alright, so the rest of this, we need to kind of just pull that up a bit. The problem is I don't want to jack up the shape too much here. So what I think I want to do is just select this chunk of verts right here. Get rid of anything back here. Let's just pull up a tad bit. It's gonna look funky for a minute here. Okay, that should be that. We will leave those there. Don't want to lose those necessarily. There we go. I'm gonna pull that off. Just kind of flatten this out as best as we can. Try not to jack up the model. Okay. Again, ignoring this mess. This is not a problem I'm going to fix on stream. I'm just going to hide it so you can all pretend it's not there, like I will pretend it's not there. Until I get to the point where I need to pretend it's there. Okay, so now if I look at the way this sits, the issues we're having now is this base piece. So go vertex, this needs to go up higher. Which means all of that needs to get adjusted. Which the question is if I pull this up to where I want it, which is going to be right about there, that'll keep it level. Is that going to jack this up too much on the door? And it doesn't look like it will. I'll just need to adjust this a little bit later, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so now I can do what I want to do. So if we look at this now, aside from the bay door, that's technically sitting directly on it. I can get away with pulling this down just a little bit, because all I'm thinking of doing is having a pad that comes out and then bounces the ship off when it lands. Thanks for the gifted sub. I shouldn't be telling so jokes, but I'm always running out of material. Oh, I hope you're doing good tonight, man. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to delete that because we don't need that anymore. I'm going to look at this. And then what I want to do is turn this into a door. So we're going to take these. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'm going to just throw one right there. Make sure that didn't do anything nefarious. I'm going to open up our modeling toolkit here. We're going to change our constraints to surface slide. We're just going to kind of square this off a little bit. B to move vertex. Wait. Use soft selection B to move vertex. Which vertex are you talking about? Or are you talking about what I was just doing? Let's change the pip on that real quick. Nope. Alright, rotate that. Okay, so this is what we're going to work with here. So we're going to go to Mesh Tools. We're going to extract this. Pull that down. This will be a little door that I'm thinking is probably going to just pull in and slide in. Not really sure what I want to do with that. Okay, so we got our little bay door there. This guy we're gonna take. Extrude that. And then real simply, we're just going to add a bevel to the edge of this. Not too much of one, just enough to distinguish it from the body itself. And let's see, mesh tools. Insert. We're gonna do an offset edge loop. Go right about there. Right about there. This is gonna give us our little rail channels. And then we're gonna leave that for itself right now. Modify, center. That still fits just fine. And it has enough distinction to tell it's actually a door. So the thought process is it'll go in, slide to the side, and then we'll just pull this out for now. But I'm just gonna do like a thin sled, is what I'm thinking. And we'll use like a thin sled with some pistons on it just to show that it's got something to land on in the rear of the ship. So let's go pull in a box and start working. I ate kielbasa for dinner. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Oh, the flash. That one's broken. Sorry. That one's been broken for a while. I need to fix that one. Keep in mind, everybody, you can watch the stream on YouTube, Twitch, or Instagram, whichever platform you choose. Alright, so I'm going to flatten this guy out. Just extend it a bit. That's way too large. Let's try to size this properly. So this will be like a little sled that comes down. I do want it thinner though, because I want to like kind of like the old X-Wing. If you look at the way like the X-Wing, birds are going crazy tonight. Alright, so we're going to extrude this out. Just pull these up. So if you look at some of the old Star Wars stuff, they used to have like a sled on the back that they would land on. Kind of the look I'm just going to go here. Mesh tools, we're going to do another offset. And from here. Need to turn off this guy. Keep that at the angle that I want. Okay. Show, isolate, selected. Alright, so I'm gonna just do some detail work on this real quick. I got the weirdest glitch with UVs right now. What's going on? UVs are quite the pain. I know a lot of people on one of my last posts, they said they really like them. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of UVs. It's just the whole process itself is such a pain. Okay. Cool. And what we'll do is we're going to pull this guy up here. And then mesh tools, we're going to offset the edge loop here. We're going to do one there, and then we're going to do one right about here. We'll just leave that as that. Okay. Be selected. Perfect. The only problem is now, I think that overlaps. It does, so let's scale it down a bit. Might even do like a dual sled design. Because this is just going to pop out to right about there. So maybe we will go with dual sleds. That might actually be better. It's at least going to look like it gives more support than just a singular sled. Okay. Cool. It's one piece. When I move it, it makes all the others jiggle. Are your models like stretching in the viewport? If that's happening, you might have something parented to something else that shouldn't be. I'm gonna just take from over here. Where are you at? There you are. I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna take you. And I'm gonna modify. We're gonna center the pivot. Control D, and I'm gonna take these guys down here. Okay. So we're going to leave that pin there for now. Maybe just combine these two for the sake of it. Rotate this guy, should be 180. Just scale that. Oh, I grabbed something else. Okay. That's okay, because I want that pin. Alright, so that works for me right now. I'm going to take the pin, scale it up a little bit, back it in. We're just going to turn on this guy. See if it'll let me. It's probably not going to. Let's see. No, you don't want to today. That's fine. Turn that off for now. Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep that way, and then I'm just going to pull these in a bit. Okay. Perfect. I just deleted and copied the base one. That fixed it? That's good. As long as it was a simple solution. I don't like how simple this looks, so I'm going to fix that. Okay. And then we don't want these. These need to be pulled out a little bit further. Okay, that way they're not dragging on that. Okay. So, show, isolate view selected. Okay. So my thought here, shows insert edge loop. We're just gonna go boom. No. Offset. Do a single line through here. Pull through. All right. Just extrude that. Let that be what it is. And then I think my best option here, because I don't want to necessarily do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just do those. We're going to insert an edge loop. Center that guy. Let's look at this on the... I'm going to center it with that thing. Cool. And then... I'm going to do another one. Right there. Okay. Cool. So that didn't give me what I wanted, though, unfortunately. But we'll play with it. Just see what we can do. When is this going to finish? I can't wait to see the whole piece. I think I'm getting closer. This is one of those projects where I'm just like, I don't want to like, trying not to rush it. But at the same time, I do want to be done with it. Because I want to move on to the next piece. Mesh, circularize. And that's going to get all jacked up. And so what I'm going to do here, we'll just work our way around. It's fine. So hopefully soon. I haven't been working on this offline as much as I should be. I am about to go on vacation here at the end of this month. And I have a 17-hour plane flight that I'm going to be working on this thing on. So that should be fun. I can most definitely say it's going to be done by that point. Unless my laptop craps out on me. Then there'll be that problem. But that's the plan. Is for that 17 hours just to sit down and focus on this. Okay. So now, if we look at this, I can just make this easier on myself. Why are you not selecting that off? Thank you. Let's just move this down a tad bit. And just recenter that. Cool. Gonna pull this in. We're gonna be a flow state for yeah. Well, and like, you know, I guess I should technically try to sleep on the plane, but that's probably not gonna happen because I suck at sleeping on airplanes. That, and I'll probably end up watching a movie or something just to like also pass the time. But I do plan on working on this as much as possible. Okay, save real quick because I don't trust this. Alright, we're gonna go mesh, we're gonna mirror. We are mirroring again in the Z direction. Just in the positive. Okay. Wait a second, why did you do that? We don't have an offset. Nope. Try world. Nope. Bounding box, Z offset positive. Merge border vet. That's not. Do not med. Okay. So that should give us. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Except I think it. Did it do what I wanted it to? Nope. That's okay. Is this one object or two? No, this is both. Okay. Oh. Madness! What's up? Modeling a Geiger counter. You know what that is? Yes. I'm very familiar with those. How's it going for you? That's actually... That's one thing. So there's a guy I've been following on Instagram. And he does these like daily... Or I guess they're weeklies. He does like weekly builds of like CV radios and like all sorts of stuff, just like prop modeling. I've been tempted to do some stuff like that. Just, I don't know if I want to just yet. All right. So from here, we're just gonna go mesh tools, insert edge loop. Give this guy the structure it needs. I tend to not bevel everything just because I don't know. I don't like the way bevel works in some cases. So I tend to stay away from it unless I'm actually looking for a bevel. Something didn't get merged there. And that's actually probably, yeah, it's sitting right below the surface there. come on up. And then we'll merge you. And that should be good. Yeah, that looks fine. Doesn't look fine, but it looks good. Mesh tools, insert edge loop tool. Just drag one there. That should go across now. It does. Okay. Support the bottoms here. You know what? Actually, I lied about the bevel. I'm going to bevel the outside of this because I think it'll look nice. I'll do kind of a... Yeah, that'll work. Much better. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to drag this guy just to give that base some support there. Just add a little bit there and a little bit there. And the only other thing, honestly, I'm going to keep that rounded look up at the top. All right, so I'll take this guy. I'm going to edit, delete by type, history, and phrase transforms, and Control D. Nope. Need to not do that. I do that all the time. I'm so used to like manually mirroring. Mirror in the X, apply. Sorry. Change that in a negative. Okay, this one I do think I can just merge. Did it do it? No. Wait a minute. Oh shoot, it left that piece behind. Just delete that, we don't need that. 3. Alright, so that should be good. We're all hunky-dory there. Isolate, view selected. The only thing I didn't do, mesh tools, insert edge loop, is add some support out here. And then I didn't really support these edges, which I do want to kind of retain them. Okay. Much better looking. Okay. So we're good there. Control D. We're gonna duplicate this over. Get that lined up with those. And then we'll just drop these to match up with the other ones. Actually, we don't need to. Now we're good. Okay, cool. So what I want to do now is bring up, let's see. X-ray. Okay. Oh, it's going oxyacetylene torch tonight. Oh, shit. How'd that go? Hey, Jemsky, how are you? Sorry, guys, I missed some of this. Big Brat, welcome back. All right. So what I'm trying to do here is pull up some images of what I'm trying to get going. But these are unfortunately all toys. Yeah, there's a good one, I guess. So if we look at this, you see how they're like sleds? I guess I don't really need to worry about them looking all kind of like barren. I just kind of hate that look. It was good until my Xbox wanted to piss me off. What happened to your Xbox? I do feel like it needs something though. First off, let's separate these. Mesh tools, we're gonna separate. Modify and center the pivot and go up. I want these sitting up here. Actually, I kind of need those sitting further into the body. And then we'll take these. Just those. Vertex. 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 And vertex. Nope. Vertex. I know I've got that thing selected in the back. I'm not worried about it right now. Alright, this also needs to be adjusted for where I need it sitting anyway. So we can go up. Should be falling right about there, I think. So we're okay there. Again, this door is just going to float here for right now because it is going to slide in here Mesh tools, insert edge loop. I think what I'm gonna do though is just pull this in. No, see, I don't like that. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Has anybody watched anything recently that's been any good? We finally watched Damsel last night on Netflix. It wasn't bad. The dragon was really well designed. Oxyacetylene was rough. Cutting wasn't too much of an issue, but when it came to adding the filler, it wasn't the best. Damn. Is this something that's gonna take you a while to grasp, or what are you feeling about it? Okay, so let's pull you back through. That's a better slit for that, I think. Okay, so if we merge this up here, so technically that would come in and then slide this way. So if we just kind of, yeah, that's gonna have to be a whole like rigging mechanism. But I'm not gonna stress it right now. I'm just gonna put the door right there for now, and I will handle that when I want to rig it. So put Call of Duty in there for an update. Season is out. Wouldn't download the update, so I canceled the update. Could retry installing it, but remove COD completely. Oh, that sucks because it's like a 300 gig game for no apparent reason. All right, yeah. So I want to do some work up in here. I'm thinking. I also want this to go up a little bit higher. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else I can add to this to make it look not so ugly. Where are you from? I'm in the US, in New Mexico. Let's think about this. The other option is I could use my more advanced looking like door piston, these guys. But I don't know if I want to deal with moving that. Plus I don't think I want that much detail in there. Home of Walter White. Yes, the exact home of Walter White. Very popular around here. Not that, like, I love the show, like, don't get me wrong, but some people get a little too crazy about Breaking Bad out here. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a piece that's going to fit in here. So I'm going to just delete these bolts. Delete one of the bolts. Pull this out. I'm going to pull in another cube. I don't know, do we have a lot of Breaking Bad fans in the chat? That don't let me manage the game, and I stopped it from downloading. Oh, that's good. I actually truly hate how big games are now. Because it's like, do I want to have storage space or play Call of Duty? Not that I really play Call of Duty anymore. Alright. So I think what I want to do, because this keeps getting in my way, I'm going to select all this. I'm going to go show, isolate, be selected. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just delete half of this. I'm going to delete this chunk too, and then we're just going to work off of this piece right now. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. And then just make this ridiculously... Why? That's been something I've noticed now with Maya. It keeps doing this. And I'm not sure why. Because there's like no easy way to fix it when it does that either. I wonder if that's been listed as a bug yet. Let's see. Maya 2025. If any of you guys have seen that yet in 2025? Display dropping. Drop down drawing overrides. Where are you? Hit the display drop down. And drawing overrides. Yeah, I'm not seeing those here. Are they over here? Wireframe object display. Template geometry. Transform display. Per camera visibility. Toggle show hide. Polygons. Interesting. With the attribute editor. Not tool settings. Let's see. Nope. It is showing up as an object. Object display. Yeah, that's not gonna help anything. Delete by type, history, p-cube shape, p-cube. Yeah, that's not an option anymore. When was this? Oh, that was 8 years ago. That's not gonna help anything. Let's see. Anybody in here know? Anybody know? Oh yeah, I love that show. Play a selection of a couple of good games, COD or only COD. I play right now. I've been playing nothing but Helldivers, which I don't know what the plan is this week. I don't know if we're gaming tomorrow. Let's see. Maya 2025. I really don't want to redo that object. Goodness, 8 years ago. What are you doing? I'm looking at a forum because Autodesk doesn't update their forums at all. Why did you do this, huh? If I rename you. Cube? No? I've never seen that until I upgraded. Do you work for a studio or freelance? Just freelance for now. I decided long ago that I didn't want to work for a studio for a while. Oh, shoot. It's almost like the object is like deleted. But yeah, no, I just do freelance stuff for now. Did I duplicate you? No. I've never had that happen before. I don't think it's anything with normals either. Oh, it is something with normals. What the hell? Weird. Alright, well, there you go. That's the fix for that. Just flip your, or turn your, unlock your normals. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do is pull this guy out like I was trying to do before Maya so rudely interrupted me. I'm just going to... We're gonna make this like one of those pieces on a car that the engineers didn't think about. And they just blindly threw it in there. For sculpting, which software do you usually use? So I'm in the realm of learning ZBrush, because every time I go to like actually learn ZBrush, I never like stick with it. But when I do need to sculpt, I will just kind of use the basic tools in Maya. I used to use Mudbox a lot. But yeah, I'm currently learning ZBrush and hating the UI every step of the way. What about yourself? Can we just not do that? this real quick. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're just gonna kind of blindly throw that in there. ZBrush, nice. How long have you been working in ZBrush? And do you too hate the user interface? I have to do it by component, not local. Wait, what? I got the UV transfer, gonna save me hours of time. UV transfer saves a ton of time. When I learned that trick, I was so unhappy. Like, I was happy, but I was unhappy. Why can't you just not rotate like that? Actually, let's see if this new tool works. Let's see if the new extrude tool does what it's supposed to. Hey, it does. All right, cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Not gonna lie. 2 years in ZBrush, nice, very cool. I have a friend who uses ZBrush incredibly well. Also, what happened here? That's what happened. Okay. Trying to logically make that work. And I'll finish off this object. Do this, modify, center pivot. Do I want to do that? I really don't want to do that. Where is it right now? Okay, it's right there. I can easily fix that then. Okay. It's looking kind of big. Should go to sleep. It's 3:37 a.m., but I'm not tired. Hey, I mean, you can stay up with us. It's okay. That is quite late, though. Tomorrow, is tomorrow your Friday, right, Jimsky? Jealous of that. Okay. Alright, so the thought is that's going to link across to the back here. We're going to just delete that because we just don't want that. What just happened? Alright, so we're going to go midway. I think I'm actually going to make this a little bit thinner because it's looking kind of weird. Go right about to the center. Do you agree UV unwrapping makes you cry? Yes. Especially when it's going to come to this thing. I am not in any way, shape, or form excited to unwrap any of this. But it does also, like, I don't know, there is a satisfaction that comes with it. But I do despise it. In fact, that was one of the things in the poll today on Instagram. A lot of people requested more quick tips on UV unwrapping. So I will be doing more of those, especially showing you guys the way that I do it. Oh, what am I doing? I can't think. Shift I. Thank you. Because I know it's kind of a painful subject for a lot of people. UV unwrapping sucks. Alright. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm just kind of playing around at this point. I'm trying to think of like what else I can add to this. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'll delete those guys. We'll just leave that in there. And then the rest of this, I think we're just going to leave that shape the way it is. Alright, so kind of a weird looking shape, but should be cool when it's done. One of the ways I tend to look at it is, as long as it looks like it functions, that's all that matters to me. And to me, this looks like it would function. Plus, the amount of time that you're actually ever going to see this part is pretty slim. I think when I do the final renders, you're going to see it, just because it's going to be docked, technically, like the concept art. Nope, don't do that. That's something I wish they would fix. Somehow Maya, like, you'll click off, and it'll want to go right through the model to add an edge loop instead. Which, to me, makes 0 sense whatsoever. Alright. So that should look pretty solid aside. Oh no, we got that too. Cool. Alright. So, the issue I'm seeing now is I didn't really think about that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to deselect those. I'm going to pull them in. I'm going to delete them. And I'm going to take this entire outer edge and flatten it. Hold up now. Flatten it, and then we'll go there. Stigma, I'm gonna go lay down, try to get some sleep. Love you guys. Stigma, have a good night. I hope your migraine gets better. Let us know. Get some good sleep. You prefer automatic UV unwrapping? No, it never works properly. I have never had automatic work at all. And a lot of the times with automatic unwrapping, like, yes, you get a pretty quick result out of it. But the biggest issue is you don't necessarily have a good map of like where everything is. So because of that, I don't like to use it. I do still manually do things. But the way that I do it has gotten so much faster over the years that it doesn't really bother me all that much, honestly. Alright, mesh tools, edit mesh, going to go mirror. Mirror, that handles that back portion. Oh, that lined up perfectly. How often does that happen? That's a little bit off. But not enough for me to be upset about. Okay, mesh, we're gonna mirror one more time. We are gonna change to the Z and the negative Z. Bam. Okay, nice. Our weird little robot horse-looking thing is coming along nicely. Except for that, I don't like that. Why is that? Created like an extra face there for some reason. Something didn't get merged. Oh, did I not? Oh, shoot. I didn't turn. Oh, dang it. Hold on. That means none of this merged. Okay, I gotta turn that back on. Okay, mesh. We're gonna do mirror tool. Combine with original. Merge, border, edit. Alright, apply. Good, much better. Alright. I'm gonna do it one more time. Again, changing the negative and then changing the Z. And then it looks like it only missed a couple at that point. Or just added. That's weird. Sometimes the mirror tool just does funky things and I don't know why. But it's easy enough to fix. Did that do that thing down here? No, it didn't. Okay, there's two there. Fix that, that's good. Okay, did some funkiness right here. Fix that, good there. Alright, we're good. The weird robotic pig looking joint thing is there now. Robert, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't realize Instagram actually told you that. Damn it. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Thank you to anyone who else followed. Alright. Row works. Only works if you're doing a single cube sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful with automatic unwrapping because like complicated objects like this, they're just not gonna function properly. Okay, so we've got that little detail sled going on there. Other thing will be is to add some details up in here. And I think what I want to do... Let me think about this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this box, this interior box. And I'm going to go mesh. We're going to edit mesh and duplicate it. Just so I don't have to pivot around on the inside like that. Okay, so now I've got this. I can make the piece that I want to make in here, which is going to be like a supported like beam thing. And I think what I can do, I might be able to just copy one of these, separate those, and work off of that. One thing I like to try to do is kit bash my own models, because it does save quite a bit of time. So if I have a piece that pretty much resembles what I'm trying to do, I will use it. Alright. So we're going to scale that. And these would just be like interior support trusses, basically. Okay. So what I want to do is look on this view. Should end right about there. This is probably going to be horribly wrong, but let's see. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's just get that to that corner. Get that to that corner. Okay, perfect. That needs to go up a bit. This is the other problem with doing what I'm doing. You're not going to get the most accurate results all the time. Okay, we'll pull that down. Put that there. Didn't realize I wasn't following you on Instagram. Oh, you weren't? Thank you for the follow, Jemsky. My Instagram has been popping lately, and I'm super happy about it. Okay, so we're going to rotate this guy now. Want that to just line up against the edge of this. But yes, if you're not following on Instagram, make sure you're following on Instagram. It's a fun place to be. I make a lot of jokes on there. Some of which I think are funny. I don't know if everyone thinks they're funny, but they do pretty well with the algorithms, so I'm assuming people think they're funny. Okay. Just try to level that out. Okay, so that's cool. And then I'm just going to take that piece, do that. So if I smooth that, we've got that nice bridge piece. All right, Control D. Give it some even spacing here. Just want to make sure it's still lining up. It's really not. That's probably why, actually. We'll adjust these. I'll get them in place and I'll just adjust them. I see a lot of my old uni friends like your post on Insta. I'm glad. That's good. I'm glad that I'm reaching more people. I'm trying to provide the things that I wish I had had when I was in school. And so far it seems to be doing pretty well. Alright, so pull this down, rotate it a bit. Those parts are good. This part needs to, there we go. Just a tad bit. I don't really care if it clips here. It's just an underside detail, so you're really never gonna like truly notice it unless you're like zooming around the model. But I like to have this detail in there because I don't like big open barren spots. Let's just get those rotated and adjusted. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So the only other issue I'm seeing here, vertex. Need to rotate slightly there and then just apply that there and get that sticking through ever so slightly. And same thing here. I think we're good on this side. So yeah, that'll look fine. And then again, for those of you who are new, who haven't been here yet, if you are following one of the tutorials on the YouTube channel, the fan tutorial 2 is going, or 3, part 3, is going to be coming out probably on Thursday, as long as Maya doesn't give me a heart attack this time. Last week, I tried so hard to get that video out on Wednesday, and Maya was just not letting me do anything. And then it corrupted everything, which led to me fixing all these problems early on. Which, if you missed that, that's probably better. But if you're looking to get into hard surface modeling, the fan tutorial has been, so far, I think, a pretty good tutorial series. They're a little on the long end for videos. I'm trying to figure out how to cut those down a bit, but I think the next series I do will be more focused on, like, smaller 30-minute chunks instead of, like, hour-long tutorial videos. Alright, cool. The only other thing I want to just kind of fix here is this is just sticking through way too much for my comfort. That's less terrible. Alright, so we're going to delete this. We don't need that anymore. And we're just going to move these guys into place. And then the only thing I'm not thrilled about, and we can adjust it real quick, is those need to go up a little bit more. Oh no. You're not going to let me do that, are you? Let's do mesh. We'll combine them real quick. Vertex. We want to go from the front, and we're just going to pull them up a bit. Just so that door has enough room to kind of pop up and slide across. And then we'll leave that door there. I see a lot of, let's see, I'm doing UVs for the interior of the DeLorean, and I'm not near done yet. I have 5 UDIMs. That's not bad. I don't use Instagram much. I really should, especially with the ring company thing. Yeah, no, absolutely. I've noticed it's a pretty good place to grow. Granted, I switched to more of a niche thing than gaming, but the gaming thing never really took off on me there. But I know those rings, like, see them everywhere, so that's probably a good thing to do, Gemski. Estimating around 20-something UDIMs? Damn. Yeah, this model will definitely utilize UDIMs. I just haven't decided in what way. Okay. So that's decent, I think. The only thing I want to do now is just kind of adjust things. I might come back to this. Like I had said last week, I wasn't super thrilled with some of the stuff I was doing. So that's one of the issues I have with like not having portions of the concept art, so like none of this exists, so I do have to just kind of figure out what I'm doing. But otherwise it's getting there. I also still am not sure how much I like the chicken foot thing. But now all I need to do is give the chicken foot a little bit more range just down to here, and it'll land perfectly. And honestly, I really don't need to do that because this thing tilts forward when it lands. So we'll just focus on doing that and leaving that there. Indirect Steak, how are you? How's it going? Tired from work? How's work been? Alright, so the next thing I wanted to focus on was this little area right here. Don't currently have any details in here. And I don't like that. So I'm gonna go to Face, Tab. I'm going to select all of these. And apparently all of that too. Mesh tools. We're gonna... Should I extract it or should I duplicate it? I'm gonna duplicate it. Alright, we're gonna look at this. That is for some reason... Oh, I missed a face. I mean, that's okay. It's really not the end of the world. Both of these are gonna be deleted anyway. Mesh, combine. I really just want this for the shape. Okay. Cool. So we'll go here. Go show, isolate, be selected. Okay, so we're gonna rotate this guy. Just line it up as best we can there. Cool. Take my cube. And we'll start fleshing. Not 22. Please, God, don't do 22. Okay, there we go. Yeah, work is underpaying. Not a raise. Brought to be 6 months. About to be 6 months. About to ask for $10 an hour. I mean, crap. $10 an hour is minimum wage in most states now. I probably might want to ask for more. But the biggest thing I've learned in life from jobs not paying you well enough is they're probably not going to give you that raise, and it's best to just leave. As crappy as that sounds, if the company doesn't value you being there, just leave. Okay, so this is curved slightly. Although right now is probably not the best time to leave a job, if I'm being honest. I know I wouldn't want to leave my job right now. But I don't mind my job. Managers are very nice. Well, as long as they're nice. That's not what I want. Okay, we're going to pull this piece forward. So I'm thinking about making kind of like a grate type deal. Like a radiator fin assembly. So what I want to do, let's take these guys. I'm just gonna give it just a little bit of a lip. And then we'll pull this guy in. And then the option is I can delete all those. We can do another extrude. Just a tad bit of one. Okay. And then we will bridge this. Just to give us that little indent on the inside. Cool. I dig that. I like it. Okay. So from here, we're going to create a bunch of little fins that'll fit in here. And then honestly, face. Pull this back a little bit. Well, Indirect Steak, I hope that goes well for you. I hope you're able to get a raise, because I know a lot of people definitely need raises right now. I'm gonna delete this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So, you know what I should be doing? Front underscore radiator underscore housing. I'm so bad about naming my objects when I'm working on them. And I know it would save me a ton of heartache if I would just do it. Okay. So we're gonna go 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna squish this really thin. And then what I like to do is I'm just gonna center that real quick here. Turn wireframe or turn off that. And we'll just extrude this. So we're gonna pull that back a little bit. So we're within that groove. And then I'll just add a little, kind of like a little front bevel. Just to make a fin. Okay. Mesh tools, insert edge loop tool. Just drag across here. Oh. And again, throughout this whole process, if anyone has any questions or anything like that, let me know. I will be glad to answer them. Okay, escape 3. All right. So we're good there, aside from the fact that this thing is actually oddly shaped, so my little trick didn't work. That's all right. And then this one, we're gonna just allot a little bit of space. How much should I offset that on? If I go up by about 1 degree, let's see if I can just duplicate special this. Edit, duplicate special. I'm gonna nix that, do 5 copies, and then we'll do translate Y. We'll do 1. Try 1. Nope, 1's too much. Do 0.25. Getting closer. Do 0.10. That's better. Is that gonna give me the look that I want? Yeah, it will. Okay. So now let's just do, I'm thinking 12 copies. Is that gonna go straight through? No, we actually need more. Do 13. Do 14 to be safe. All right, cool. Perfect. I can take those and just drop them down here. Okay, so there we have our radiator fin. I'm gonna just combine all of these. Combine. We're gonna look at them in the front view. Unsmooth because that's just gonna eat my machine up. And we're just gonna pull these verts in where I need to. Looks like it starts right about here. And then what I can do is just cut these in half and duplicate it across. But I just want to make sure these are nice and cored out. So otherwise you'll see them sticking through the model later on. And that's the last thing we want. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go face, delete these. We're gonna do edit, or no, mesh, mirror. I'm going to mirror in the Z direction. apply. Negative Z direction. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull those in a little bit. These do not have to look perfect at all. Oh, you know why? Yeah, that sucks. All right, so I got to do a little bit of adjustment. But that saved me a bunch of time. So we'll just pull these in. Never to be seen again. And then there's one right there that just needs to be pulled in ever so slightly. Just go away. Those I'm not worried about. Okay. Perfect. Little fins. All right. Isn't there a shortcut to cut out those cubes? Knife tool. What do you mean by cut the cubes out? Hope all goes well. Let's see. Okay, hold on. What's going on here? I missed some Twitch chat here. Tired from work. Maybe the managers. Sorry, you're being underpaid. Speak to them. The hours are great. 40 to 50. Just can't make enough. Yeah, I mean, if you can't make enough working 40 to 50 hours, it's just going to be exhausting. So I understand that. Not pregnant yet. I skip sentences when it's late. I think that happens to a lot of us. Alright, so we're going to move this back in place. Actually, before I do this here, mesh tools, insert. Let's just support this guy the way I need it. I kind of want this to have like deeper curves on the edges, so I'm not going to give it like really tight support. That also might not work just with the shape of this thing. So we'll see if this allows me to do what I want to do. Okay. So you want me to do what I want to do? That'll work. All right. Okay. Cool. There we go. We've got that. Go mesh. Combine. 3. Rotate. You selected. And then I think this will be better set just to do it this way. Ooh, hello. And obviously the main model itself is not smooth currently, so... Okay. How far can I push that in there? Oh, pretty far. Cool. So I can get the other details in there that I wanted to add to. Sweet. So let's get a cylinder in here. It's been a second since I've saved, so let me do that. Matt, did you know FedEx and UPS are merging companies now? Called Fed Up? I would love if they did that. Not gonna lie. I'd complain a little less about paying for packages. Just quad this out real quick. Same thing up here. Deselect these two. Bam. One division. I really need to set up some just custom shapes so I don't have to keep quadding these stupid things out every time I want to do something with one of them. Alright, so we're going to scale this down a bit. I'm just going to be adding like a little pillar detail. Okay. And then G. Let's see, mesh tools, we're gonna do, just add one right there, and then we're gonna do an offset to evenly distribute these, okay. set. Okay. There's loop. What I wanted to do, if this will work the way I want it to. Holy crap. Jabsky, thank you for the bits. That was a wake up. I'm going to try to go to sleep. If you do end up playing Helldivers tomorrow, I know Roy will be up for it and have space in the squad. Enjoy having people. Absolutely, Jumpski. You have a good night. I hope you get some good sleep. I will let you guys know in the Discord tomorrow if we are actually planning on doing gaming or not. I just haven't talked to anybody yet about it. So I don't know. Just kind of adding some randomness here. Okay. Alright, sweet. And cool. So these will just sit in there. Okay, no worries. Alright, get some rest. We will talk to you soon. So, one of these, okay. So I want these in each corner. And then what I'm gonna do is we'll go support all these. And then from the front, we'll actually adjust this. Okay. I think I should do 3 of those. Might do one more. Looks kind of weird just having 2 of them. It's right there in the middle. Okay. Alright, cool. I was trying to think of what else to do with that space, but honestly, I don't know if there's really anything else I could do with it. Mesh tools. Just gonna add some edge loops up here. Oh. Straighten that out. And then these faces somehow got kind of... I know this was originally beveled, but they look like they just got smashed. Okay. And then we'll add a new bevel to this. There's one thing I hate about work. I'm the shortest person there. Everyone works 6 feet tall. Everything at the highest place possible. You have to use a ladder. I get that. It happens. Why are you selected, sir? Okay. I'm going to bevel this guy. I don't know what happened there. Let's go 5. Okay, that's better. Mesh tools, insert edge loop, and I'm just kind of making my way through the ship at this point and adding my support and fixing what needs to be fixed. So if I smooth that now, got the look that I'm looking for there. Aside from, oop. The only thing I don't like is that that bottom is a little thin. But I'll adjust that with shaping later. Alright everybody, if you'll give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm going to throw up some shoutouts. I think only Twitch and YouTube are going to see these. Instagram, I don't think they're on there. But I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab a drink real quick.
you're good.
Sai, how are you doing today? How's your stream going? Whoa!
Okay, no, you don't. Wait, if you keep doing this, will you get more momentum? If you don't fuck up the
No, I
jump?
can't gain. With Physics 101, I'm feeling help. What the fuck's happening? What the hell? What the fuck? What's happening? I got disoriented from there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Do I see him? He's moving. There's 2 of them. Nice. They don't know where you are. Perfect. Oh, just kidding. Nice.
Okay. I'm back. Let's go here. Let's reopen my chat because that closed. Okay. All right. We continue on. Okay, been lurking, but it's time for sleep. So have a great night. Big Rat, get some rest. Thanks for hanging out. All right. So I have basically gotten what I wanted to get done. Other thing is I need to duplicate that other piece across now because I changed it. Control D. Do -1. Modify center pivot. Okay. Let's move that, and then I gotta remove this. Because not each side does not have a refueling port. So we'll just bridge those real quick. Add a division. And we'll just merge these little points here. Let's go here. Surface slide. Okay, perfect. That should still look good. And it still looks good over here. This part, not looking forward to. There's so much cleanup to be done there. But it's going to be a task for sure. What was what? What are you asking? Melhushinde? Melhushinde? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What are you asking? What was what? Okay, so that's fixed. That's good. We can... Oh, you know what? Oh, I didn't support those. That kind of sucks. Mesh tools. Crap. That's fine. I'll just do it separately. Let's see if it lets me do that without really screwing anything up. Nope, that's gonna mess me up. Let's see. Sir. That'll work, I think. I'll need to do some work in there, but that's okay. For now, it doesn't really matter. On this one, though, I can really quickly just boom, 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 and boom. Sound. Which sound? If you're hearing weird sounds, hey MJX, how are you? If you're hearing weird sounds, they're probably coming from my Twitch. This stream is live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that's probably why you're hearing sounds. Either that, or if it's the squawking, it's my cockatiel in the background. He's very mad at me because I have him in his cage because the fan is on because it's way too hot. Okay. Worry about that later. Just want that to be square enough. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so the next thing is we're gonna take all of these pieces. Just deselect all this junk. Should be just that stuff, yeah. I'm gonna group these real quick. We'll just Control D and then Z negative. It's gonna scale all the way out there for no reason. Oh, Jesus. Like that. Okay. Alright, so we have all the landing gear added in. We finished that. The other thing I want to do here is just mesh. We're going to modify center the pivot on this guy. That is not a centered pivot. That is kind of the opposite of what I wanted, so I'm going to snap this to where I do want it. Put that there. Snap to vertex. Let's snap it right there. And then we're going to save this real quick. Just because I don't technically trust it. Mesh. Mirror. Mirroring in the... What direction are we mirroring in? Is that going to be X? Nope, Z. Apply. Negative. Okay, boom. Alright, cool. This guy needs to be duplicated across. Control Z. F1. Modify. Since I moved everything to a new scene, everything got jacked up pivot-wise, which is really annoying. Oh, that's also snapping. My bad. Just want that hidden in there. Okay, there we go. So cool, there's that. Oh man, my eyes are burning. How are you doing? Sorry for being late. Damn, this time zone difference. Just wake up and see a live notification. Oh, you're good. No one is ever late to my streams. It's just good to see you guys here. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm just trying to get these all... I'm just going to combine this. I don't really see a reason to do that. But yeah, no, I'm doing great. How are you doing, MGX? Alright, so we got one. Control D. -1. You just going to fit in your place? You will. Look at that. How nice. One can only hope that it just works that way. Okay. Cool. So I got my front grates kind of filled in. It's one of those areas where there's just nothing there. Next big thing I'm going to tackle is adding some fins in there. Not super worried about that right now. I'm trying to think. I do need to duplicate this back over. Trying to get this back to where it was before it corrupted. Alright, edit. Combine. Oh, nope, missed a piece. Missed two pieces. Okay. Mesh. Combine. Dude. Been so talkative tonight. Did I already do? Nope. Control D. -1. These are the door hinge latches that I built a couple streams ago. Sure. Oh no, they go way in there. Why did I make that so thick? I don't even know. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Cool. So that's good. Learned a few new things. Thanks a lot. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Learned a few new things. Thanks a lot for that. You are so welcome, Raya. Thank you so much for letting me know. How long you been streaming? Today, 2 hours and 25 minutes. In life, 4 years. Mesh, we're gonna combine. Control D, 1. Everything's just working so much nicer now that I scorch earth to my Maya install. Okay. Feeling better about this. Feeling better. I seen a post on Insta that you posted yesterday. You need content which we need to learn. I have suggestions. Why don't you go for texturing and substance painter? I still mess up with stylized textures. So Substance Painter is going to be one I hold off on a little bit for doing quick tips. I am still learning it myself, so I don't want to put information out there that is incorrect. So I'm going to be doing Substance Painter as part of my tutorial series. There'll be some stuff to learn there. But unfortunately, just with the state of my knowledge of Substance, it wouldn't be the best idea for me to put quick tips out there just yet. But it's on my list to do. I need your suggestion on one matter. What's that? I've been using Maya for like 13 years. I've been using Substance for about a year. So I came from Mudbox. So I used Mudbox to texture a lot of things in the beginning. That is so off center. Ugh. I'm gonna have to move the whole model. Except for this. How did half of my fins get to... Oh my god. Dude, I swear. Is that offset? No. Everything in there is okay. Okay, so let's get all of this deselected here. Just gonna shift this ever so slightly. So it's even. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's getting deleted. Control D, -1. Let's move that across. That's fine-ish? Yes? Potentially? Yes. Okay. Well, save scene. I'm so, like, paranoid about not saving. Okay. Overall, though, it's for sure getting there. The silhouette on this thing is honestly one of my favorites. I'm super happy with the way that silhouette turned out. Just thinking of what else I could do today before I fry my brain entirely. That's all done. I don't intend on adding any detail in here. So I'm just leaving that blank for now. MGX, if you're still there. Oh, there you are. Our college recently announced 3D modeling competition on 3D game environment. Only condition is that it must be a stylized theme. Plan and make a medieval town, so it's okay to go for hard surface on that. I mean, without high poly, just normal mesh with smooth, without smooth, as I know stylized is a lot more depending on texture. Well, and so that's the thing too, right? Is like you can get away with... You can make like a stylized model, so you can do like stylized brick, you can do stylized shingles, so look at kind of cartoonish like objects, and that'll be your stylized that you actually kind of build towards. XAI3D, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Nice detail work you have done there. Thank you so much, Izu Ferns. Yeah, so you'd build your objects in a stylized fashion that's going to match kind of like the concept of what you're going for. And then from there, honestly, like the easiest way to get like a toon shader or anything like that to at least start off with before you have to tweak it is going to be working with like an ink and paint shader. And there's a lot of tutorials online for how to do an ink and paint shader for Arnold or Maya in general, depending on if you're using Arnold. But I guess it depends on what you're supposed to get that scene into, because if you're going into Unreal, I truly have no idea because I've never used it. That got jacked up somehow. Oh, did I move these over? Oh, they got moved. Oops. Modify. Center pivot. Let's just get that back in place here. Yeah, that was just sitting in there, so. Center pivot. Okay. That's the cool thing about this, is it's a stationary model. Let me show you my reference in my mind on how the model should look, not similar but at least 10 to 20% match. Yeah, post it in the Discord. Izu Friends, is good to see you. How are you doing? Okay. And at some point I want to build this like little platform that this thing will be on, but I don't know if I want to go so far as to do all this stuff. I might take this chunk from his art and then put it back there for like an environment type deal. But I don't know. I haven't really decided what I want to do with that yet. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way everything's flowing. I do know that I need to work on these back pieces here. Everything's just kind of working. It doesn't look good smooth. Oh, look at that. There's an end gone right there. Why is there an end gone right there? Something got deleted along the way. What do you do? So far, it looks like nothing. That's just an edge loop. What about you? Where do you go? Let's play chase the edge loop down. Ooh, it ends in a corner. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to terminate that somehow. That's okay. Not a big deal. Check daily chat and Discord. Alright, let me look. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So something like that. It's kind of like an old western. Is that a western town? No, it's like a medieval town. Yeah, when you say stylized, I think of kind of like it's a good example. What was that game? God, everybody play Hearthstone. Like I think of Hearthstone, like that kind of art style. Everything's kind of exaggerated. So maybe that in that type of style, you could do that. It's for sure going to be a challenge though to do a full environment. But I'll be interested to see your progress updates on it. Okay. See, and I still have like this massive chunk here that I want to get rid of. I want to smooth that into the body somehow. So that's going to be a lot of work on this side. I think a lot of this is going to get deleted and I'm just going to terminate these forward. How many polygon in this model? Let's find out. That's a good question. Probably a lot. Where is it? Windows. Windows? Oh, display. As of display. Let's go to... Oh no. It's there. Select it all. And I need modified display, heads up display. Barcode count, poly count. We are sitting currently at 1 million faces. Or 2.5 million tries. So, quite a bit. That's the way I like to make them. What the hell happened here? I didn't delete a face, did I? Is that merged? Yeah, it's merged together. And I can actually support that now too. That's an edge loop. Just boom, boom. The question is if I add this, where does that go? That goes in places where I don't want it, so I'm not going to do that just yet. What's your opinion on using Blender for modeling? It's pretty similar, honestly. So I tried to learn Blender a while ago. Still kind of playing with it here and there. It's fairly similar to Maya in the sense that if you're doing like quad-based modeling and you're actually just working with like edge flow and things like that, it's fine. I think the biggest thing that I didn't like about Blender was the sheer like amount of push they put on their modifiers. The modifiers kind of bother me just because the way they want you to use them is very like, I get that it's like non-destructive, but at the same time it feels messy. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with Blender's modeling. Is this gonna let me do what I wanted to? Yeah. Okay. I'm sure all of that's out of line now. It is. I'm gonna have to go in there and fix all of that. That's beautiful. That's okay. That's fine. Manpreet, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Blender I don't really have a huge problem with. I just like to poke fun at it because their community tends to get really upset when you do. It's also a condition is we can't use Blender and Unreal Engine. We only need to use Maya, Photoshop, or Substance Painter maximum. What is Substance Painter? Oh, you're saying like maximum. I mean, Maya and Substance will get you where you need to go. Like plain and simple. Let's see, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. When it comes to modifiers and stacking them and using them to your advantage, 3ds Max does the best job, honestly. I never got comfortable modeling in 3ds Max. I used 3ds Max for probably about 4 years before I switched to Maya. And during that 4-year period, I was modeling in Rhinoceros, which if you've never heard of Rhinoceros, it's a NURBS-based modeler, so it's already kind of a horrible idea. Yeah, so I did a lot of modeling in Rhino. Sir. Thank you. I did a lot of modeling in Rhino, and then I moved on to Maya and started working more with like polygons and actual like production style modeling. But yeah, I haven't used 3ds Max in a long time. I do plan on doing a video comparing modeling in Maya and 3ds Max, because that's something that a couple of people have actually honestly asked for. So I've been tempted to do that. I just also don't want to pay for 3ds Max, so I have to get it as a trial, use it within 30 days, make a video off of it, and then call it good, because I'm not paying for Maya and 3ds Max. It just makes no sense. Although I don't know, how much is 3ds Max now? 3ds Max. How much are you now? Disgustingly expensive. $235 a month. Oh, there's a Flex subscription now. 100 tokens, 16 days over 1 year. What? What is Autodesk doing with this token thing? 3ds Max costs 6 tokens a day. What is this? I swear to God, Autodesk pisses me off sometimes. Well, the modeling is the same, just the workflow. Kind of better when it comes to modeling, just modeling. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never did it with 3ds Max. I found it a little complicated. I used 3ds Max for rendering and animation back when I did use it. And then I moved to Maya, and I've been using Maya ever since, so probably about 13, 14 years at this point. 3ds is a good program. I just, I know for the use case scenarios, it's probably a little bit more geared towards like game development than like say Maya is, whereas Maya is kind of like the house for like CG for film and TV, and I know some companies use it for like game assets. I know my buddy uses Maya a lot, so I guess it just depends, but I know 3ds used to be like kind of purpose built for that. But the whole modifier thing, I think, just kind of bothers me. Like, I use modifiers here in Maya. I mean, they're not really called modifiers. They're called deformers and things like that. But, yeah, I don't know. 3ds Max is for architecture purposes, right? That was one of the purposes it was kind of built for. I think AutoCAD itself has its own rendering engine now, so I don't even know if they use 3ds Max for that anymore. Yeah, it's compatible with V-Ray too. I mean, so is Maya. V-Ray is something I'd like to experiment with at some point. I've been kind of playing with the idea of either doing V-Ray or RenderMan, because both are kind of tempting. Arnold did just get a lot faster, though, with the last update, so I am thrilled about that. Autodesk's last update with Maya, the 2025 update, fixed a lot of things that I had issues with, and it sped Arnold up, which is so nice because the GPU rendering on Arnold was so slow. What render engine do you use right now? I use Arnold. So I primarily just use Arnold just because, A, it comes with Maya, and you can get really solid results out of it. I mean, I haven't really had an issue getting anything out of it that I couldn't get out of it yet. I'm sure that'll change at some point. I've always been intrigued by RenderMan, just because I've learned about it for so long. And it's unfortunate that I didn't buy it because it used to be really cheap, and now it's not so cheap anymore. But Pixar's also doing a lot of the open source stuff, like the OpenUSD. So there's some stuff to play with there that I've been thinking about. But yeah, for now I just use Arnold. Depends on the artist, not the tools. That's really, yeah. That's kind of what it is. Like, Arnold can do really good stuff, and Arnold gets used for a lot of different purposes. It's just, at some point you start kind of talking about like speed. And so if you need like a higher speed application that's purpose built, you're probably going to want to go with something like V-Ray or RenderMan or Unreal Engine, anything like that. You need to fix outliner. Yeah, so my outliner was actually beautiful before I updated. And then I tried to save this file and then get it copied over to an MA format, and it nuked it. So I have much renaming ahead of me, so don't pay attention to this. It's hideous. What is best for texturing, you mean? Texturing, I use Substance Painter. I think so far that's been the best thing that I've ever used. And I came from the days of doing like Photoshop textures and Mudbox textures, which I used to pay for Mudbox. I don't even pay for Mudbox anymore because over the past 4 years, I don't think Autodesk has done anything to it. Which is too bad because like I remember when Mudbox came out, it was super exciting because you could buy ZBrush, which was like $500, or you could buy Mudbox, which was like $150. And then they never did anything with it, and that made me kind of sad because it could have been great. Still do some texturing in Photoshop. Yeah, and and I do too. Like I'll do touch-ups in Photoshop. I think that depends on like how comfortable you are with like your UV setup. And especially if you're new to like UVs and everything like that, some people may not be super comfortable with going in there and actually manually editing textures. Oh, I use Photoshop. Photoshop is still good. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't. For me, I think the option to actually paint directly on my model was a lot more enticing than using Photoshop. And then plus, like, I don't know, it's such a faster workflow to do that. So Substance Painter is an awesome option. I think it's like $40 a month from Photoshop or from Adobe. Adobe, how much they charge for this now? I don't even know how much I pay for it, which is terrifying. It is, I know I don't pay that much for it. God, did they raise the price on this? Maybe I do pay that much for it. Oh no, that's the whole collection. I just pay for Substance Painter. Okay, just Substance Painter. Yeah, just Substance Painter. I don't pay for actual Substance, all that other crap by now. Okay, yeah, so Substance 3D texturing is $20 a month. So if you're paying for Photoshop, throw an extra $10 a month on there and you can get Substance. I have both. I have both Photoshop and Substance, but that's plainly because I do social media on top of all of this, so I have to use Photoshop to do all my thumbnails and everything. Yeah, that is way better in Substance. It's faster. Just kind of out of habit that I go there. Would make what I do in Photoshop way faster. No, absolutely. Substance is honestly a super powerful tool. In Photoshop, can I hand paint texture? I mean, you can. You can't paint on your model directly. Wait, you're all buying subs for your software? Yes, I do buy subscriptions to my software. However you get your software is up to you, but I do pay for it because I am very open and out on the internet, and I would be kind of dumb to steal it, just because that would put me in a precarious situation. So I do pay for all of my software. Maya's not bad when you buy Maya Indie. It's like $279 a year, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but a little bit better. Indirect stake, you. Ignore what I send you till after stream. Why do you say that? Because now I want to look at it. All right. Yeah, it's right to use Substance Painter for texturing. It's my favorite way of doing it. And again, I still edit my stuff with Photoshop every once in a while. It just depends. I do wonder what does happen when you get caught solar artists using pirated software. Generally, from what... let's not do that. Generally, from what I understand, your software gets deactivated and you may get like a nasty email. I don't really know. I think it depends on how bad the infraction is. I know if you're caught using it and selling the stuff you create with it, it's a much bigger deal, which is another reason why I just pay for it, is because I do like to sell my stuff. and I would like to sell my models because I didn't pay for Maya until, God, what was it, 2021? Just a random idea I had. Okay. Yeah, so 2021 is when I started buying Maya, and that's plainly because I was using the student version that I had from college, because it was a perpetual license. Do I still have it? I think I do. Yeah, I do. So when I was in college, they would still ship you the software, so it would come on these thumb drives. So I still have them because the thumb drives are completely useless. Otherwise, you can't format them. But I used 2014 up until about 2020, 2021, and then I found out about Maya Indie, and I just bought from there. I'll even find out like just how, like, not unless you tell them. No, it's hard coded into your models. So if you sell your models, there's a hard code in the metadata that actually gives licensing information. So there's that way. The other way is if you connect to their update system. But that's also why I just don't do it. I don't want to lock my computer off. I don't want to not have access to the internet just to do 3D work. And I like to get paid to do 3D work because that's kind of the goal for me anyway. Can I hand paint in Blender? You can hand paint in Blender. Blender does allow for hand painting and hand sculpting. I don't know how good it is because I've never used it, but I've seen some people do some amazing stuff with it. So you can also, I think, technically do it in Maya. Where is it? Do they allow it in Maya? Ooh, I don't know if they allow it in Maya. Let me see. No, you can do it in... Yeah, you can do it in Maya too. Rendering menu, so it's in rendering. I didn't even know this. Texturing, 3D paint tool. Yeah, look at that. This is also why I don't pay for Mudbox anymore, because it's all in here. But I am trying to learn ZBrush. The alphabet order should be alphabet. Why? In India, those prices for software go high. It's like if you earn $100,000 a month, spend $20K only for software. You should probably look to see if there's an indie version in India, because the indie version you can make under $100,000 and only pay like $300 a year, which is what I do. Holy shit, that's something I didn't know. Well, I'm glad I could educate you a little bit. Yo, this is so heavy. What's heavy? What's so heavy? My music stopped, actually, speaking of heavy. Music's gone. I switched to Blender recently, trying to see how it is and trying to be up to date, I guess. I don't know. Blender's not bad. Like, there's nothing wrong with Blender. I know a lot of people give me crap because I make fun of Blender, but I think that's just kind of the goal with 3D artists at this point, is we just like to poke fun at each other for using pieces of software. The reality is I think Blender is hideous. Blender artists think Maya is hideous. They also think that Maya can't do things that Blender can, and vice versa. It's just a weird, like, culty thingy. It's something that happens. Mudbox is just for practice. We cannot render the model. No, Mudbox doesn't allow you to render, but it does allow you to create your textures and do all of that, and then import it into Maya and then apply it to your models. That's the way I used to do it anyway. You'd export your model, sculpt it, paint it, pull it back in, retopologize it. No, I mean, I had to choice to learn Maya or Blender, and I just went with Blender. I don't know why. Also, I don't hate on software. Just don't know better. No, I get that. And a lot of people don't. I think you get to a point when you've been doing this long enough to where you're comfortable making fun of it. And I made a video on YouTube. It's my most disliked video ever about why I'll never use Blender. But, you know, it is. It's my own opinion. It is what it is. I still have it installed on my machine right here. So it's not like I don't like it. Now in India, we only have 2 versions of Maya, student and professional. Student version is good as long as you provide college. You have a student discount. You pass out of college, you get professional version, which is quite expensive. That sucks. Because I know in Canada and the US, you can get the indie version, which is what I operate off of. Maybe they'll bring it to India at some point. I'm at this model. How much tries in the poly? We're sitting at 2 million tries and about 1.2 million Sorry, 2.5 million, and then 1.2 million faces. This is a hard surface model for portfolio piece. This is not going in a gaming engine. Holy shit, that's the most bare desktop I've ever seen. I clean it once a week. And I'm not lying about that. In fact, today is when I cleaned it because I do so many screenshots and like copies and everything like that. And I have everything on my Stream Deck that I just tend to try to keep it clean. Because it stresses me out when it gets all filthy. So. Doesn't it lag? No. I've got no issue moving it around. I mean, maybe if I tried to animate it while it was fully smoothed, but it doesn't lag. The common misconception is that if you have too many polygons, it's just going to crank your computer. It also depends on your computer. I mean, I have a pretty powerful purpose-built machine, so I don't really deal with a lot of lag on that stuff, but kind of is what it is there. I couldn't keep it that clean if I cleaned up daily. Why are the lines blue? The lines are blue to show you where the faces connect stick. So each, what am I? Oh, I'm in paint mode. My bad. So each one of these little faces connects, and so the lines themselves are just indicating where they actually connect. So each one of these is what's called an edge loop. So if you want to, you can move your edge loops around. You can just skew things and do whatever you need to. Don't forget, everyone, Matt will be doing a 12-hour... Yes, okay, so there's another... Thank you for announcing that on every single platform. You're so far ahead of me. I love it. If you don't mind your PC specs. So I got 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 2 terabytes of SSDs. I have an RTX 3070, which hopefully at some point will be a 4070 in the near future. And then I'm running a Ryzen 3900X. Which is an older CPU, but it's still a pretty good workhorse. Hey, I want to learn proper texturing and unwrapping in Maya. Any channels or your own videos you could recommend? Yes, so one of the best channels that I've found so far that I use a lot when I'm trying to learn a new skill. Let me pull it up here. YouTube. What's his name? Let's find out. We want... Oh, where is he? His stuff always comes up for me, too. Maya. I could just never remember his name. Oh, here he is. This guy. So, on Mars 3D, he's a hard surface modeler. I believe he's working in studios currently. His tutorials are fantastic. He has very good workflow tutorials, very good UV tutorials, and then of course on my own YouTube, which is over here. Let's see here. If I go to my channel, not play my video, there we go. So if we look at mine, I've got a couple UV intro videos. So if you want to learn some UV mapping, I've got some stuff there. I am working on some more beginner-centric tutorials because some of the stuff I'm working on is a little bit too complicated. The fan tutorial is probably kind of the best place to start if you want to learn like the whole process, because we're about to go into UVing with this week's tutorial. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. I've been a little slow on YouTube lately just because it's been kind of hard to get videos done. Subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, Lucha Libre fan. That's probably going to be your best way to do that. I watched so many of his videos. If you do Maya on Mars 3D, is a no-brainer. The fundamentals, everything. He even got some independent step-by-step guides for absolute beginners. Yeah, no, he's very good. His videos are very thorough. And then JL Musey, he's also good. Sometimes his energy just kind of throws me for a loop, but otherwise his videos are solid. And then of course my videos, I'll plug myself all the time because I can. Hola, Amethyst just left. Well, how was your night with Amethyst, and how are you? I was just waiting for the NVIDIA processor. Yeah, I use an NVIDIA 30 or an RTX 3070. Is it a super? No, it's just a 3070. Tell me you tried coconut curry. Tell me about it more. Do you like it? Yes, no, I do. I love curry. Curry is one of my favorite foods. We have a really good Indian restaurant near my house called Saffron Tiger that I like. Actually, I think it closed. So we did have one, but I think it closed. It's good. Spent the whole day shopping. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Just answering questions on YouTube and Instagram and Twitch right now because I ran out of things to do and my brain hurts. Thanks. We'll check out your channel. By the way, which software is popular, Maya or Blender? It depends. Depends on your use case. Blender is good for a beginner who is just trying to learn, who doesn't want to pay money for software. Maya is super solid if you want to learn production-ready workflows and a software that's generally accepted as the industry standard. Time check. I know. I'm going a little over. It's okay. But thank you. Wondering if we talk about you waiting near the 50 series or not. Yeah, that's the other potential too, is if NVIDIA decides to release the 50 series, I might just wait and get one of those. I haven't decided. I'm not getting a 4070 anytime soon, so. No, I appreciate it. The other thought would be to get a Quadro too, but I don't know if I want to drop $4 grand on a video card and then not be able to play games. How many gaming companies have you worked for? Absolutely none. I have never worked in the gaming industry, and I don't plan to because I don't like polygon budgets. Am I getting lag? Oh, I can stop this, actually. Stop recording. Is that running okay? Yeah, that's running fine. Yeah, no, so I consider myself basically a hobbyist / freelancer. Don't do a Quattro. Why not? Because then I could say I have one. I'll just grab myself one of the NVIDIA AI GPUs. I have a cracked version of my... I gotcha. I do not recommend cracking it, but you guys are going to do what you're going to do, and that's all I can say. I do purchase my software. I don't like polygon budgets. Would make a cool t-shirt, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no. I do have some ideas for merch. I'm currently trying to push all the platforms right now just to get to monetization status so I can get there. And then I think at that point I'll start looking at like building community rewards and things like that. Especially like merch. Merch is gonna be a big one at some point for me. I have a couple ideas. I just haven't really put them into play yet. You should definitely visit India sometime. The food you get here will be amazing. I'm in Mumbai even. I can help you as well. That's very cool. I appreciate that. Some days. Don't worry, Chris. I won't get a Quattro. I'll get 2 Quattros. That used to be the biggest thing for me. I always wanted a Quattro, and then I had 2 of them. And I SLI'd them, and I realized you couldn't SLI them because you had to have a partner board. And then I tried to play Far Cry 3 on both of them, and it ran like it was running on a calculator. So yeah, Quattros are no good. I don't know if the new ones are any good, but they're great for this case, but not so great if you like playing games, which I do like still playing games. And that was Far Cry 3. I think those were Quattro 4600s, which now are probably worth about 10 cents on eBay. Let me see. 4600. How much is the 4600 worth? Does anyone even sell these anymore? Oh yeah, there's some people who sell them on eBay. 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a Quattro 4600. Yeah, those are not worth anything anymore, are they? Can we see some of your renders? Yeah, I can show you some of them. If that wants to open. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Most of it's older stuff. Let's see. B. If you guys didn't see the recent one that I did, it was this guy. So these were done in about 6 hours in one day. Let's see. What other renders do I have on here? I don't know if I have any renders on the tank. Renders. I think this is, yeah, so this is a tank I was working on. I need to revisit this one. I'll probably revisit this one on stream at some point because I've got a lot of cleanup I want to do on it. This was my final in college when I went to Full Sail. And it turned out pretty good. It's just there's a lot of stuff that's not accurate at all, so I don't I want to redo it. And then I did a series of everydays. Do I not have the renders on here? Oh, I don't think I have the renders on here. Damn it. You can see them on... Can you see them on Instagram? No. I'll have to post them. I'll have to post those because I don't have any. I've got this one. God, I did this in 2020. And I hated this project. It was fun, but I hated it. I was trying to challenge myself and do like semi-organic with environment design and then fluid simulation. And the only thing that looked really cool was the lightsaber. So that's kind of just some of the renders I've got. Which software is preferred by the gaming industry? It's going to be a mix. It's going to be Maya. It's going to be Unreal Engine, which is also free. Some gaming companies are experimenting with Blender, but there's really no like industry standard for it yet. So I would say if you're going to go that route, if you're going for gaming, I would look at Maya. Anyways, nice chatting with you. I got to go. Models finish themselves. Luke, have a good night. It was good chatting with you. This is awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Maybe I'll do more of this like chatting style content. I've never had the ability to really do it, so kind of cool to have here. Got to go shower and prepare for college. We'll talk later in Discord. MGX, have a good night. Buy 4 of them and SLI them. You know I'll do it. But everybody, we are at time. I'm going to go ahead and save this guy. Save saying, hey, what do you think about those Blender car render reels? I mean, is that really hard? Oh, you're talking about like where they do the clay render and then they switch it over to like a live render. It depends. I mean, the animation itself and all the rigging and stuff like that is pretty dedicated. You got to spend a lot of time on that. But as far as the renders themselves, they're pretty straightforward if you know how to operate. Some of the quick tips I'm going to be doing here in the future are going to be with cameras on how to actually use the camera inside of Maya to get photorealistic results. Because a lot of people don't know how to configure like depth of field, things like that. And it's something that I found really usable and really important as I grew as an artist. So that'll be something that I need to do for some people here. But no, I don't think the car renders are necessarily that difficult to do, but they do take time. Like, I'm not going to discredit the fact that they take time, especially if they modeled the car. My problem is a lot of those, what they'll do is they'll get really good at rendering and a little good at animation, and then they'll just download a model. So, indeed, would love to see more of the live streams. So the live streams are every Monday and Wednesday and potentially Thursday, depending on if I'm doing gaming or not. If I am doing gaming, I'm only going to be live on Twitch. I don't stream gaming to my other platforms. You guys can find that out if you join my Discord. The link is in my bio on basically every single platform. Join my Discord. All of my announcements go through there. So I've just been really bad about announcing the gaming streams. But yeah, all of my announcements go through there. Plus there's some neat places to share your work and some awesome resources if you guys want. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying these streams. I was a little wary of going live on Instagram, but it seems to be one of the better decisions that I've made, so I'm going to keep it. But again, you can see me live on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. You'll get inundated with notifications that I've gone live if you follow all 3 of them, so you should never miss a stream if I do go live. And then I do have a 12-hour stream coming up. You live on Insta? Sick. Yes, I unlocked the ability to go live on Instagram. And we hit 4,000 today too, which thank you guys so much. I never expected that to hit 4,000 so quickly. I think it's only been like a month. So thank you so much for helping me build a community, to all of you guys, and I hope I can help you as much as you guys are helping me. Okay, bye sir, have a great day. You have a great day too. But yeah, with that said, I have a 12-hour stream coming up on the 20th. I will be going live for the full day, 12 hours. We're going to be starting with one asset, start to finish. It's close to finish as I can get. And yeah, we'll do that. So make sure you're in the loop. Join the Discord if you'd like. And yeah, I think this is where we're going to end it. So Instagram, you guys have a good night. I will see you posting videos and all that stuff, and we'll talk, chat. Thank you for all your suggestions today on my stories. Those are going to be really helpful in the future for getting you guys content that you guys are going to be able to learn. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys' response, and I will see you all live potentially tomorrow, but if not, you guys just won't see me go live on Instagram. All right, everybody, you have a good night. All right, YouTube, the same for you. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I appreciate you all. You guys have a wonderful